King and queens, I hope everybody's doing good, doing great, taking care of your health. Stay into yourself. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the hype button. Pop your ish in the comment section. I will be checking. Keep it respectful. No disrespecting. Remember, a slow grind is better than no grind, man. All right? As y'all can see by the title, by the thumbnail, what we got going on. We're going to get straight into it. I am not going to hold y'all. I'm going to stop saying that part. We're just going to get straight into it. And I just washed my hair, by the way. So don't be in the comments. I'm like, oh, got a Jerry curl, bro. It's a Jerry curl. It's a Jerry curl. It's not a Jerry curl, brother. All right? I just washed my hair.
So different than a female. They're both over emotional because they're raised by a toxic mother. So they're pulling off that same energy that their mother gives, spazzing out, raging, reacting without thinking. And that's why they commit so many crimes and end up in prison. And women think that's masculinity when it's really toxicity, mistaking chaos for chemistry. That's why they don't like the good guy, because peace feels boring and all you ever grew up around was dysfunction. So today, we're gonna break down why toxic mothers are the reason why women like toxic men, using the 48 laws of power. Law 33, identify their weak spot.
Precious! 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 Get down here! You're a dummy. You will never know shit. Don't nobody want you, don't nobody need you.
A lot of toxic mothers destroy their children's self-identity, making them feel worthless. That's why they're attracted to what feels familiar, which is toxic men who make them feel worthless too. That's why you never see an abusive guy single. They don't think they're lovable enough based on what their mother told them. So they feel like they have to earn and continue to perform for.
So it's almost like you start to yearn. And I think I'm gonna look at it both ways, right? I'm gonna look at it like you tend to once you get to a stage of, all right, I'm looking to grow. You tend to look for somebody who can nurture that. You tend to look for somebody who can kind of cater to the effects of what your parents did to you, right? You start to look for a partner who can almost be a fitting parent in a sense. And I know people may not like that, that term or the way I put that, but I think that's how I analyze it. I analyze it like we're looking for somebody to heal our trauma. We're looking for somebody to be able to like cope with us through our issues. And I think a good partner could do that. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I think when you're unfixable and you tend to just be stuck in your ways, that can, kind of mess up your relationship. Because a person might not see that at the beginning, and then eventually you kind of peel those layers back. And then once that person try to fix it, you so stuck in, I'm cool, I'm content with how I am, just based off of the pattern of what you're used to when it comes to your upbringing. But yeah, we tend to yearn for trauma. That's why they got this whole saying like trauma bonding. We tend to bond with people who we can connect with based on trauma. But at some point too, it's also like, okay, when are we looking to grow in this relationship? Are we just trying to stay where we are, or are we trying to build something and actually grow with each other? So that's a fair assessment.
Their love. In her head, she thinks, I'm worthless. And in order for him to love me, I must perform for his love. They're always going to treat the good guy badly because they trust you. They don't have to perform for your love. The street dude is unpredictable, just like how the mother was. The good guy represents the same routine every day.
And the good guy is probably looked at more so like a soft person. But just because he's respectful, don't take that and make that seem like that's a soft thing, because that's not. Y'all say that all the time that y'all looking for an emotional, able person. Y'all looking for emotional maturity. But then when you actually get a man who presents that to you and can show that and display that to you, you don't know how to handle it. You think it's soft. It's not. I'm just not going to deal with your chaos. I'm going to put my foot down if necessary. Yeah, of course. But I'm not going to go above and beyond. A lot of times women be wanting me to put their hands on them or argue back and forth. And it sounds crazy. Yes, some women love that physical abuse. It's wild. And you wouldn't think that is a thing, but it's a thing. A lot of women like I say, the back and forth when it comes to being argumentative and stuff like that. I'm telling y'all, y'all know for a fact it's very accurate, but it's just not healthy at all.
He's predictable. She knows he's not gonna cheat. She knows he won't argue back. And she wasn't raised on routine. She was raised on chaos and fantasy. It's just like the boy who loves the absent father more than the present parent. Because the present parent represents routine. He sees his mom every day, but he barely sees the absent parent. So he will perform for the absent parent's love.
Told you, Naaman. With hair like that, I can make you from these Baltimore. What the f*** for me, man? Shut up. what I found.
Thanks, man. Hands on the car. Watch your head.
So it's not just a woman thing. It's a human nature thing.
What do y'all think is more effective? A parent that is there but is traumatizing you with the things that they went through and battled, or an absent parent that did nothing to you that you resent? Think about that. Put that in the comment section below. I really would love to know. Is the absence of one parent stronger than the present parent that is traumatizing you with their trauma?
It's all based on how you grew up. Do not date women that say they want princess treatment or call themselves baddies, because that's a mentality. They are manipulators. You're not gonna change them. It's no point in trying to change somebody who's like that, because you could bring a pig home, wash it, clean it, take care of it, but it's still gonna go back to mud. Some of you find pigs and are wondering why it's going back to mud. You're the idiot. Women are in love with fantasy. They don't like men. They like fantasy. Street dudes are the easiest to control and abuse. She could beat you, punch you, and you can't call the cops because you have a brick of coke in the house. She could bust your lip while you driving, and you can't call the cops because you have an unregistered firearm in the car. So now she has control over you. Most women, if not all, are all about control. That's why she'll pop the balloon on the surgeon and the 20v1s, because she can't manipulate him. And then on top of that, women love the excitement that it brings with being with the street dude, because it all revolves back around fantasizing. That's why women are willing to pay $2,500 to take a picture with Chris Brown. They're trapped in parasocial relationships with people that don't care about them, because a picture with Chris Brown solidifies their existence, because they live in fantasies. That's why they watch other people's lives. And that's why she might break up with you, because she thinks that you're not doing enough because of what she's seen online. That's why women choose the man they want, not the man they need. That's why historically, women had to bring their suitor to their father, because the father had the logical thinking skills.
I think a healthy balance is both. I think men need to find that in-between fit between being a person that is spontaneous. You know what I mean? You kind of got a wild side to you, but at the same time, you're conservative. You take care of your business. You're a respectful person, but you're not going to let nobody play with you. You have respect for everybody and all of that, but you're just not going to tolerate anybody playing with you. You know what I mean? That's like the perfect ideal person. I think on both spectrums. I think on both sides. I don't think we want a boring woman. We want a woman that's, if we say, hey, let's in a car right now, we would love that. And the same with them. They want you know what I mean? They want somebody that's going to throw them on the counter one time, and it ain't always got to be in the bedroom. It could be anywhere, or just whatever. Or hey, let's take a trip right now. We don't have to plan it out. We're just going with the flow of things. We living more so on the wild side. So you gotta find that healthy balance though. You know what I mean? So that's up to you though. I believe that it takes time to figure that out also too. But let me say this. You either have it in you or you don't. I'm originally from California. I live in Arkansas now. Living in California, you don't see nature. It's not a lot of trails out there. There's not a lot of waterfalls and lakes and all that type of stuff. You come here, you're going to deal with more of outdoor things. You know what I mean? It's kind of going to attract you more. And you tend to become a country boy. I call myself, I'm a countryman now. That's just me. I like it. I like being in the dirt, or I like getting dirt. I like cutting grass, all that type of stuff. But it's that little edge that you have to find in between. And I say all that to say that you just have to find it. You know what I mean? Some people don't have it, and it's okay, and that's fine. But women love that, because in their mind, they're like, this is a person that knows how to have fun. They're not boring. They're not sticking to this robotic routine day in and day out. They like to actually go out and have fun. They're getting active. Some dudes don't like to go out and running. You know what I mean? Some dudes don't. They rather run inside on a treadmill. Just simple stuff like that. It don't have to be just you popping wheelies on a motorcycle, but that may be enticing to a woman too. But you just have to find that middle ground of being fun and also making sure you're taking care of your business while being conservative and so on and so forth.
2, choose the right man for his daughter, because women just choose off of a fantasy. Now, The reason why a lot of women, a lot of beautiful women, date bums as opposed to dating a man that actually has something going for himself is because women are not attracted to assets. They're attracted to energy. The man with money puts his self-worth into materialism, but the bum is confident in himself. Although he's a bum, he accepts who he is. And by default, that makes your energy magnetic. And women biologically are wired to cling to men who are sure about themselves. Now, let's go over the difference between attraction and sexual attraction. A woman just can't be attracted to you. She has to be sexually attracted to you. Look around. The men that they have children by are men that they're sexually attracted to. The guy that asks, just give me a chance. Just let me take you out. They're not sexually attracted to him. The guy that's pleading his case, she will never be sexually attracted to you. So, to be emphatic, cold approaching does not work. Natural selection is like this. Pure instinct. It's pure instinct. When she's sexually attracted to you, when y'all lock eyes, that's it. That's it. Pure instinct.
That initial
when you hear over the internet,
powerful.
The girls say, I don't like when guys approach me in the gym. I don't like when they stop me in the street. Yeah. They don't like when the guy they're not attracted to
Facts.
approaches them. With the guy they're sexually attracted to, they can approach them anywhere. There's a diametrical difference.
There's always an exception to the rule. You just have to make sure that you fit the criteria of being the exception. Women will always break the rules for the guy that they're attracted to. Don't be fooled. Facts.
And that's why the great majority of relationships in this generation only last 30 minutes, because it's built on sexual gratification, aka situationships, which will dematerialize over time because you're trying to build relationships on one night stands. If you don't have a mental connection with somebody, the relationship is going to dematerialize over time. Because some guys like pizza, but they don't want it every night. The same thing with fornication. It's going to get bored after a while with anybody. I don't care if you're doing it with Ruby Rose. It's going to get boring after a while. A mental connection has longevity because you could build on top of that. And that's why they talk to you, the dude in the friend zone, about the guy that's doing them dirty. But they go back to the guy that's doing them dirty because she's not sexually attracted to you.
Yep.
She's sexually attracted to him.
And even in a vulnerable state where you might be able to win a little bit. You might even be able to win for that moment because you were there to console her. You was able to give her sweet nothings and make her feel comfortable in that time. Guaranteed, once she's back happy or that other guy is sweet talking her, telling her, oh, I'm sorry, she's going to run right back. And then you're going to feel played. Like, you know what I'm saying? It happens so often.
You have to understand human nature. It's simple. You have to understand in human nature, men equals envy. Almost all men are envious. Woman equal control. Almost all women primarily seek to control men. Women leverage their beauty on men. I'll show you an example. Law 14. Act friendly to gather intel.
Nope.
No. It's not what you think. It's just that I promised to Diana.
Let me ask you something. What is this? What is up with the arm touching? Are you just being friendly, or is it some calculated maneuver to get me to do whatever you want?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Done with you. Done with this stupid film, right? I'm done.
Observation will always save you from manipulation. Women are all about control. She's love bombing him by touching him because men never get no hugs or no kisses. It's rare. So as soon as they get overwhelmed with affection, they build trust for the woman who's simply just doing it to get what they want. They use their beauty in order to use the resources that men provide for them. And then
Are you done?
is a guilt-tripping tactic to make you feel bad for your emotional behavior. But they're only trying to make you feel bad because you called them out on it.
But I like the way he handled it, though. See the way that he was able to go against what she said, make her think, collect her thoughts about, wow, okay, I am using him. I am using the touch to comfort him in order for him to open up to me, in order for me to persuade him to do whatever it is that I want him to do. So I like that his defense mechanism was to actually veer away from that and get away from her, because I'm peeping what you're doing already and it's not going to work. Prior to whatever it is, I don't know the whole layout of that. So I can't give full context about that specifically, but I'm just saying I like how he was able to figure out like, hey, prior to this, you never gave me this attention. You wasn't touchy beforehand. Now that you're trying to get something out of me, you're trying to reel something out of me. This is what you tend to do. This is your tactic to do it. And I'm not falling for it. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. All right. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not. Yeah, let me elevate until we hit our head. We ain't bleeding. Spread love, not hate. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Be great. Go.